All right, if you came back and you want to just watch how I'm going to do the drawing, that's fine. I'm going to exit out. I'm going to build the pad, and I see a problem. I was not given a depth, so we'll do this. The steps will be by 5 inches deep depth. We're going to go ahead and go to, with the sketch already highlighted, I'm going to go ahead and create a pad. Under the tab model, here's pad. Also in my action pad, I will have pad there as well. Why did I get this warning? I'm going to select OK. I will type in 5 and reverse the direction. Preview that. Looks wonderful. Say OK. I got my steps. I went with concrete, so it's going to look pretty much the same. But remember earlier where you wrote a document explaining that you got your sketch in 2 places, and that would be either it would create a warning and create a problem later on. If I catch this early enough, I can save this. I can actually click on sketch 1, click on it. Oh, see, it didn't work. I'll try it again. It's not letting me save this. Son of a gun, why? Let me hit escape and see if anything's locked up. Normally, you can hit sketch and drag it down. And this time it's not letting me do it. So sometimes it doesn't let you do it. So here's what I got to do. I'm going to undo the solid by hitting the undo command. Well, let's click on this, right click and hit delete. Don't take out the children. Okay, so exclusive parents would be the sketch used to make that. Make sure that's not checked on. Now, maybe I can grab that sketch and drag it and drop it on the part body. Okay, so now I was able to drag that sketch and drag it on the part body. This time when I hit the pad icon, I won't get the warning. So luckily, I don't really have to start all over as you were taught earlier. I was just trying to make sure that you learn to get good habits and make your part body active before you make your pad. So we can simply reverse the direction now and hit OK. Let's see if we don't have concrete under the material browser. I'll do a search for concrete. And there's concrete here, so let's give it a try. Hit the down arrow. Wait a minute, make sure it says core material when you're doing that. Look for the one that says core material. Hit the down arrow and hit apply. When the wheel of death stops spinning, we can close this off. Select the top collector and hit check. And we got the material concrete in there. All right, now we're ready to go ahead and create our drawing. So we go to create a new part. Well, you could actually literally go 3D and go to drafting. I'm going to go to the view layout and insert a drawing sheet. And use sample 2. Let's try a C-size drawing. Let's go ahead and create that and hit apply. Might as well do my rev block and hit apply. Type in your initials. Must be in capital letters. Initial drawing. When I zoom out, there's my drawing border. Let's create a view. I'm going to go ahead and click on this one. Select the tab that represents my part. I'll pick the face right here on my front. Click right on it and it will go ahead and build that for me. Let's go to view frames and turn the frame on. It's the easiest way I know to move this around. Just going to put this right in the screen here. I want to make this nice and easy to work with. Alright, we've learned chain dimensioning before, do you recall? We simply go into annotation, go here, go to the down arrow and grab chain dimension. Again, remember my recommendation is get the first and the last and then grab all the middle ones. Sometimes when I go in order, I get the results I'm not looking for. See, it's telling me impossible, so I'm going to undo that. I'm going to grab this one and then grab them in order, and it will get rid of this one here. And voila, we have the chain dimension. Okay. Oh, you know what I like to do? Let's see. Go to properties. No, bad move. I'm trying to grab the line. Grab this line. That's interesting. Why is it? I've hit escape. I'm going to try and grab the line. Right click on it. And I'm looking for my auto constraints. Why are you not letting me do that? Well, I think it's going to be easy enough to do that. Right click on it and go to properties. We'll change the graphics to something thicker like a 5. Apply. Okay. And hopefully you'll be able to see it better as well. So I've got my chain dimension here, and we're going to do a chain again from here all the way to the top and grab the ones in between. Oh, you sucker. See, it doesn't think I grabbed that line because I guess I wasn't being careful enough. I'm going to start with my datum and go to the top, grab the lines in between, click a position. All right, this is my width. All of these are my width. All of these are my height. So in this particular drawing, you're just going to create this one view. And in your general notes, you're going to answer the questions and insert text over here. Okay? To answer the questions that are here. So you're going to copy paste these questions over and answer the questions. All right, so in this exercise, we created that local axis system called the local axis or part. We created chain dimensions on the drawing, and we talked about the tolerance buildup in the sketch. I'm going to highlight everything, right click on the dimensions, and go into my properties, and we'll numdink all the values so that they're in inches. And hit the value tab, change feet and inches to numdink, hit apply. Select OK. Again, the beauty of doing the chain dimensioning is you don't have to fight the system. Okay, as far as getting all the arrowheads to line up, it's automatically set up. And notice that it put all the dimensions right in the middle where it belongs. The only thing you should have is, I go to view, turn my grid on. This dimension line should be 3/8 to ½ inch off the part. So there's a 1/4 inch, there's a ½ inch. Okay, Now the problem with doing that here is, see the numbers? If I go a ½ inch, the one's almost touching it, so I got to back it off even more, like 3/4 of an inch. Turn the grid off, and there's my drawing. You should have enough knowledge to know now how to create the label for the text, so I won't do that. You can do that. You must edit the title block, okay? And you must edit the rev block to be proper. And I want you to create one other view, which would be the principal view over here. Uh-oh, you notice that we don't have enough room? Okay, so when I do that, it's going through the border. So you know what? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to undo that view I created, or you could hit delete. And I'm going to do a projection view and go to the top. Now, what I need is all of this, properties. Oh, shoot. We'll change that graphics to 5 and hit apply. So it's thicker, it's easier for me to see. I need one more view because I need to control a single dimension over here, which is this one, and go to properties, and don't forget to numdink that. So under value, numdink, say OK. I have the height of 3 inches, I have the width of 6 inches, I have the width depth of 5 inches. And then what you need to do is go to your sheet and edit sheet background. Missed, didn't I? Edit background. Copy these in the general notes. Okay, so you'll add your general notes like before. Copy that. Click annotation, click your text, indicate a spot, paste your general notes. Okay. We'll double click on that, slide down where it has that. I'm going to do a shift enter to get another line going. Shoot. I'm going to have to space over a bit to line that up. Select OK. And then do the same thing above that. These questions here. Back to CATIA. Click on your text below in the features. Click a spot where you want that. Paste those questions in there. Let's zoom up on it here. Let's move this over here. Okay, and I want you to answer the questions. What is chain dimension? Chain dimension is when you dimension arrowhead to arrowhead or symbol to symbol. The tolerance buildup. The demo I showed you what caused the tolerance buildup. How is this doing tolerance buildup? We'll see if you were actually paying attention to me. Do you know what dimension line is versus the extension line? Hopefully you caught that in the earlier demos, that this line is your dimension line, which is parallel to the part, and the extension lines are perpendicular to the part, and that the gap is the distance from the part to the extension line, and the overrun is how far past the arrow, this line here goes past the arrowhead. So I just answered those questions for you. Now you've got to create this drawing. Remember, when you're done, go back to Edit Sheet. Okay, close this off. This looks a little weird. Don't forget to title this. Move this view down here a little bit. You got plenty of room down here. We can now move this up so you have room to put your titles on and such, okay? So that is what your drawing should look like for this exercise, the chain dimensions. Again, don't forget to edit your title block and your ref block before you submit it.